Hello there beautiful people and welcome to The Simple Life. My name is El and for today's episode of Can You Burger It, I ordered trash on Amazon. In particular, a $30 waffle iron. That's certainly not gonna break after 3 uses and will most definitely make a great addition to my kitchen arsenal. Great naming choices aside, let's talk about today's burger. See, I hate breakfast. I never consistently had breakfast throughout my life, nor was I ever looking to make it a thing. I'm not into eggs and usually it's just half-ass finished dishes, not worth my time. That is, however, until I had the full-on American diner experience. We're talking burgers, crazy French toasts, pancakes, skillets, eggs benedict, tacos, whatever you can imagine. But one day, I came across chicken waffles. And I was like, you sick fucking bastards. You're not gonna make bacon cheddar waffles, put fried chicken on it and drown it in syrup, are you? Well, that's exactly what they did. And trust me, it was fucking amazing. So I took that in inspiration to make a little more of a grown-up version of chicken waffles in form of a burger. So with no further ado, let's kick into gear and go through the process of making waffles. Since they're supposed to serve as a bun and not as a sweet standalone thing, I'm going with a recipe from America's Test Kitchen for yeasted waffles. They're a lot closer to a brioche dough and have very little sugar. I'm starting off by melting butter and milk together in a small saucepan and mixing flour, salt, yeast and just a tablespoon of sugar. I'm using fresh yeast because apparently everyone has become a full-time baker during Corona and you can't find any instant yeast. Once cooled down, you want to slowly drizzle your buttermilk mixture into your dry ingredients and whisk. This will about double in size overnight, so right about now would be a good time to scale up your bowl or live with the consequences. Finally, we're folding in beaten eggs and vanilla extract. For waffle or pancake batters, you want to work them as little as possible. We want 0 gluten in there. The batter will be very lumpy, but that's actually what we're looking for. These lumps will develop into air pockets and make a lighter, fluffier product in the end. We're going to let this ferment overnight in the fridge. So let's address our chicken. I'm using boneless, skinless chicken breasts and remove the tenders. It's about time to beat our meat until thin and even and prepare our buttermilk bath for the chicken. This is going to be our all-in-one stop for seasoning, tenderizing and later on to dredge our chicken with. I'm using hot sauce, smoked paprika, salt and pepper, but feel free to go crazy. Submerge your chicken completely and let marinate for at least 1 or up to a maximum of 24 hours. If you over marinate any protein with something acidic like lemon juice or buttermilk, your meat will become very mushy and I'm sure that's not a texture you're looking forward to. So far, we've been doing regular chicken waffles, so let's get a little more creative and really make this a burger. Starting off with candied bacon. We're using thin strips of bacon, lightly rubbing them in packed brown sugar and finishing with some coarsely ground black pepper. I'm baking them off in a low oven until the sugars are fully caramelized, just like a thin layer of syrup coating our bacon strips. They should still be able to bend like this, and although it looks pretty messy, it is really delicious. The savory smoky flavor from the bacon with the sweetness gives some nice barbecue vibes, and I can't wait to see them on our burger. We're continuing those sweet hints by making a spicy honey sauce, for which we're adding equal parts honey and hot sauce with a splash of vinegar to a small saucepan. As this mixture is a little more liquidy than I would like, we're looking to reduce it on medium heat until we reach our desired thickness. In the meantime, we're mixing the dredge for our fried chicken, starting off with flour and your choice of seasoning. I like smoked chipotle, coriander and paprika, salt and pepper. However, for a really crunchy crust, you want to add some corn flour and cornstarch or baking powder. Toss your chicken through your dredge, letting excess buttermilk and flour shake off. For those extra crackly pieces, splash a little buttermilk in your dredge, creating these little flour pockets. Fill a cast iron pan halfway up with frying oil until you register 180 Celsius and fry off your chicken until golden brown and beautiful. Salt everything. that comes right out of the fryer. That way, the salt adheres to the crust, drawing out moisture and creating an even crunchier exterior. Give it a taste, see if it's any good. Those excess tender pieces, those are chef treats. Being your own chef is a great life, not gonna lie. My favorite dip for fried chicken is seasoned sour cream. So I'm thinking, instead of using a regular cheese or cheese sauce, we're going with something a little lighter and creamier. So let's make a quick goat's cheese whip by mixing goat's cream cheese with some heavy cream and sugar until roughly combined. Now, adding more heavy cream, we're whipping to somewhat stiff peaks. Goat's cheese just goes so beautifully with the sweetness of honey that I can't quite resist of adding some more. Finally, it's waffle time. As a seasoned professional in the art of waffle making, I'm sure nothing will go wrong. After deeply studying the instructions and oiling up our machine, let me just grab an appropriately sized scooping device, flip, and yeah, that worked out great. But the first pancake always comes out bad, right? Let's ditch the last 20 years of atheism and pray this one's gonna be good. Upon realizing the baking gods are not with me, I'm somewhat concerned I just summoned some waffle demons that are currently breaking the boundaries of their waffle maker gravesite. Oh boy, that's just miserable. Some YouTube research later, the solution seems to be butter. So let's evenly butter up the situation, watch closely, and discover that butter really is the solution to all problems. Be proud of your achievements and take some time to celebrate. Okay, dabbing is pretty 2018 if you ask me, but keep going, boomer. So let's quickly assemble the entire situation. Starting off with waffle, then chicken, never mind, goat's cheese, now chicken, a decorative drizzle of our spicy honey, candied bacon. Why not an offset drizzle of sriracha mayo for contrast? Put a lid on that boy, get those all important Instagram shots. And since this isn't quite extra enough, how about we add another goat's cheese rose, followed by, you guessed it, chicken, more cheese, and a honey drizzle. Let me just pull up a quick cross section that really doesn't do the final product any justice. The goat's cheese whip is just kinda melting everywhere. But whatever, let's finally dig in and see if it tastes better than it looks. And let me tell you, this is great. It's a really pleasant combination of that crunchy, hearty chicken that's sort of balanced by the sweetness of the honey. The waffles are like the smoothest, lightest, most unstressful Amazon same-day delivery you've ever seen. No, but seriously, it's like eating from a cloud. You barely register its existence. And while you would think it's overly sweet, it really isn't. The waffles are rather neutral, and all the bacon, the goat's cheese, and spicy honey are somewhat bigger in sugar. But it's a matured sweetness. It's like the difference between a luxurious, rich chocolate truffle and gummy bears. I think chicken waffles in a way are peak America. You can't compare it to NASCAR. America excels in combining different cultures, completely butchering all traditions along the way. You have two perfectly good things in motor racing and marathon running, and so do you in fried chicken and waffles. But then you go full on white trash, you ruin everything that's good about its core disciplines and add explosions to it. The only difference to chicken waffles, however, is they're actually really good, and you should try it. I don't suggest you have it for breakfast, but it's a great dish. I thank you so much for watching, and I congratulate you for making it to the end of the video. If you liked what you saw, why not browse the channel? Maybe there's more. Until then, I will see you for the next episode of Can You Burger It?